Alright, good afternoon, Twitch. My name's Alloway, and welcome back to some Elder Scrolls Online. Today, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do. I might do the main story, I might do some of the little DLC quests for the thieves and the Dark Brotherhood. And I would like to get those classes up. Thing is, with both those stories, they do require you to rank up the skill line in order to actually unlock the next part of the story, which little is dumb if you ask me, but I will probably unlock both and then slowly work my way up. Blade of Woe would be nice to have, but in the meantime, let's just investigate the Dewfort shipyards. Also gotta take off the poisons I have on, because I was trying to see if I could make this character good for PvP. Heh. Anyway, let's just pull out Isabel again.
I'm right beside you. Let's get out there.
Hey, a lore book. That's all the lore books in the area, I think. Knight Captain, Sadio Steadfast sent a messenger named Duncan Jennings to the Dewfort shipyards. They have orders to confirm our takeover of the shipyards and report on our activity where they're to Lord Picard Valaris. When the messenger arrives, deal with them. Confirmation of our presence must remain secret for as long as possible. The Dewfort shipyards are vital to our efforts to rebuild our forces. Maintain our control through whatever means you deem necessary. The Ascended Lord. And I'm guessing that's our messenger. The dockmaster assures me that these hooded knights are just mercenaries hired by House Dewfort to guard the shipyards, but I don't trust him. In fact, I don't see a single laborer here bearing the emblem of House Dewfort. I fear the reports Lord Baccar received about rogue knights commandeering the shipyards proves true. I intend to bring this information to Lord Baccar's attention at once, though the dockmaster insisted I tore the yard before departing. A refusal could arouse suspicion, so return steadfast man will have to wait just a little longer. Yeah, I'll bet that. Look where that cost you. Mandrake Manor. That's where I'm going. Wonder what I'm gonna stream next after this. I mean, for now, all that remains is ESO, and I mean, it's just streaming ESO. I've already done finished God of War Rag.
Whiteclaw, terrible news! Lady Arabelle has succumbed to some unknown malady. She's upstairs in bed waiting for you.
Well, that ain't good. Someone tried to poison. Someone's poisoned Lady Arabelle?
Welcome back, dear. And wipe that expression off your face. I'm not dead yet.
Lady Arabelle.
I want to hear all about your conversations with the Alliance leaders and Lord Baccara, dear. But I think we need to deal with this situation I find myself in first, if that's all right with you.
What's wrong with you, Lady Arabelle?
Poison, I should think. It has all the usual signs. Right after you left, I received a package. My favorite wine. And a note of congratulations for saving the Alliance leaders. I should have known better than to pour a glass, but here we are.
Any idea who sent you the wine?
The note was suspiciously vague about that. If I hadn't been tired of thinking about 12 dozen other things, that should have set off a warning bell. Instead, no matter. Tell me, is Lord Baccara ready to start the peace talks?
Not yet. He sent me to Dufort shipyards. The Ascendant Order is still using them.
How can that be? Duchess Alea assured me she had retaken control of her shipyards. We'll deal with that later. Right now, I need you to figure out where that package came from. Determine who wants me out of the way. Nothing has been touched.
I'll figure out who sent the poison, Lady Arabelle.
Everything is still exactly where I left it. Examine the note and bottle carefully. See if you can trace them back to their origin. And talk to Ravana. She's been working to identify the poison and figure out an antidote. My life is in your hands.
Do you often receive gifts from unidentified admirers?
More often than you might expect, actually. Comes with the territory. I am rather famous, dear. Still, I should have been more careful. I can't afford to make a mistake like that again. People who send expensive gifts usually want to take credit.
Any idea who might have sent the poison wine to you?
Just guesses. I suspected the Ascendant Lord, but your news about the Dufort shipyards concerns me. Did we misjudge Duchess Alea? Was she working with her brother? Is she part of the Ascendant Order? We need evidence before we can make an accusation.
Congratulations on another success. Once again, you have outdone yourself, my lady. I am quite certain that by your actions, the leaders of the Alliance were spared a grueling and painful death, and peace remains not only a hope, but a real possibility. Please enjoy this rare vintage with my compliments, and keep up the good work. From a devoted and grateful admirer.
Aside from the anonymous signature, it's the same as other notes I've received.
Investigator Vale and Vardenfell.
Any distinctive markings on the bottle, dear?
Lady Arabelle is fortunate that Zaji sent for me, and not one of the Society of the Steadfast's Menders. They wouldn't have been able to counteract the poison.
What do you mean?
This poison smells slightly of garlic, and has all the earmarks of a druidic compound, but its effects remind me of much older recipes. No healer without druidic training would have even recognized some of the ingredients that make up the poison.
So you were able to nullify the poison?
No. But I have given Lady Arabelle a tincture that will keep her stable and slow down the poison's most deadly effects. I need to return to my workshop, analyze the components, and consult my ancient herbal apothecary. I'm sure I've seen this before.
What should I do?
Just what Lady Arabelle asked. Discover where the poisoned wine came from and who sent it. I'll leave more of my tincture with Zaji and give him exact instructions. Then I need to go do research of my own. Meet me at my workshop as soon as you can.
Oh, I really hate being so impotent. Ravana tells me her tincture defers the worst effects of the poison, but I still feel weak. Like my blood is on fire. Enough of my problems. Tell me what you saw when you examined the note and the bottle.
The note doesn't reveal much, but the bottle bears the House Dufort seal. It's a singular amber.
Let me guess. The 571 vintage. I'd be hard-pressed to refuse such an exquisite wine. Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. Only place on the island that might have any bottles available, other than the Duchess's private stores. Go talk to them, dear.
I'll go see what I can learn at Ashcroft's Fine good in imports.
Ask for Filion Ashcroft, the proprietor. He knows me well and keeps a spot in Bayside Artisans here in town. And while Ravana works on an antidote, I'll send Zaji to make sure the Alliance leaders don't accept any mysterious gifts.
Okay. Just gotta get comfortable. Time to start pedaling while I'm doing this. Where is this guy? Oh, it's inside. Seems like it's right here in town. Thankfully.
I'm with you.
Just a trick for an old salty head.
Welcome to Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. I am Filion Ashcroft, proprietor and expert on all things luxurious and exquisite. What might I help you with today?
This bottle of wine. Do you recognize it?
Let me see. Yes, a fine vintage. Very fine indeed. I may have sold a bottle or two recently, but I don't make a habit of discussing my clients' orders. What is this about, if I may be so bold?
Lady Arabelle received this bottle as a gift, but the wine inside was poisoned.
What? I had no idea! Lady Arabelle is one of my best customers. I swear on my reputation, that wine left this shop unaltered. In fact, I only made one sale that included this particular vintage recently. It was a rather large order, in fact.
Who placed the order?
Oh, this is awkward. Castle Navir Seneschal placed the order, claimed he needed to replenish the cellars for Duchess Alea, and demanded I sell back the wine I had purchased from them. That exact vintage, to be precise. You'll want to talk to them.
Oh, joy. Why are we going to the Duchess if we suspect she might be bad guy? Oh well. It is what it is. Gonna go back to Castle Navir. Not go run to the bathroom and take a leak. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Let's go, Isabel.
Hero of the Sisters.
Lady Arabelle's assistant? How good to see you again. But I don't remember your name on my schedule today. Did we have an appointment?
I have some difficult questions to ask you, Duchess.
Do tell. Well, go ahead. After everything you've done for the people of the archipelago, you've earned the right to be direct with me.
Lady Arabelle was poisoned. The wine was part of a large order your seneschal placed recently.
Lady Arabelle poisoned? Is she all right? But what was that about wine? I haven't placed any orders recently. Not while the castle is still in disrepair. And I haven't appointed a new seneschal since that trouble with Steward Hercian.
What about the Ascendant Order? They control the Dufort shipyards.
Again? I thought my knights ran them off after that terrible business with my brother. Thank you for bringing me the news. I'll send a battalion to deal with them right away. I know how this must look, but I am not in league with those malcontents.
Lord Bakar seemed to think otherwise.
Did he? Well, I want the Ascendant Lord brought to justice, the same as you. That wine that poisoned Lady Arabelle, was it a Dufort Singular Amber? Vintage 571? I received a similar gift this morning. It's in the Knight Commander's private chamber.
I should examine the gift you received.
The Knight Commander insisted that the anonymous gift be tested before I consumed so much as a drop. It's in her private chamber, waiting for one of my handmaidens to come by and taste it. Feel free to perform your own investigation.
Tell me about this gift you received, Duchess.
There's not much to say. It arrived without fanfare, with an anonymous note. The vintage was my father's favorite. He was still new to his role as Duke when the vineyard turned out those precious bottles.
Why would someone send you a gift of your own wine?
We depleted our own stores of that vintage a long time ago. But everyone at court knows I was fond of that wine. We opened a bottle once a year to celebrate my father and the elevation of House Dufort. I was quite sad when we uncorked the last one.
Well, at least the Knight Commander had a little bit of sense. To Duchess Alea Dufort Castle Navarre. As the next anniversary, the ascension of House Dufort approaches, I thought you might like a bottle of your family's favorite wine. I know how hard these are to come by. May you raise a glass to your house and your father's memory, and long may House Dufort reign over the archipelago. From a devoted and grateful admirer.
What do you think? Did someone send me the same gift that poisoned poor Lady Arabelle?
The note and the wine are the same. Do you have any idea where the gift came from?
As we discussed, and you no doubt noticed, the letter was unsigned. My Knight Commander insisted on having someone else taste the wine before she would allow any to pass my lips. I'm just glad you arrived before that happened.
Yes, but we're no closer to figuring out who sent the poisoned wine.
Hold on. Earlier you mentioned that the shopkeep claimed that my seneschal placed an order for a large amount of wine. While we did no such thing, one of my sentries informed me that a courier had arrived with an unscheduled delivery.
Right, I noticed them talking when I arrived at the castle. The sentry ordered them to wait.
Then your answer may be right outside. I told the sentry to have them wait by the jousting tents until I was ready to deal with the mix-up. Talk to the courier, and find out who hired them to deliver the incriminating bottles of wine to my castle.
I'll go talk to the courier.
Someone has gone to a lot of trouble to try and remove both myself and Lady Arabelle from the table, while also focusing the blame for this all on me. Speak to the courier, and get some answers, or I will.
Why would someone try to kill you and also try to make it look like you killed Lady Arabelle?
To sow confusion and weaken House Dufort, of course. And to further delay the peace talks. Perhaps even scuttle them completely. I have political rivals, but none who would stoop to murder. If I had to guess, this is the work of the Ascendant Order.
You think the Ascendant Order sent the poisoned wine?
I fear we'll find the Ascendant Lord's hand on the tiller of most of the recent events that have plagued the archipelago. Call it a feeling deep in my bones. In the meantime, talk to this courier and see what they reveal about whoever hired them.
Are you from the castle? Can I finally make my delivery and be done with this damn job?
Can you tell me who hired you to make this delivery? Was it Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports?
Ashcroft's? No. Some hooded figures hired me to take some crates to an isolated spot up north. That's where I met another hooded figure. He helped unload my wagon, gave me the crates for Castle Navir, and told me to make the delivery.
Tell me about these hooded figures. Did they give you any names?
No names, just enough gold to make me not want to ask any questions. You did hear me say we were in an isolated location, right? But if it helps, they were definitely wearing armor under their hooded cloaks. Knight armor.
Can you tell me where this isolated location was exactly?
Right below the cliffs of Garrick's Rest. Look, I know how all this sounds, but I needed this job. Courier work has been hard to come by since the trouble here and on Galen. All I know is I delivered one set of crates and received another for Navir.
Oh.
Five Claw! Zaji has found you!
Oh boy.
Lady Arabelle wasn't improving, so Zaji went to find Druid Ravana. Do not worry, Five Claw. Casca stands guard at Mandrake Manor. Instead of giving this one more medicine, Ravana sent me to find you.
Did Druid Ravana tell you what she wanted?
Druid Ravana wants you to come to her workshop right away. Do you know where it is? Just west of Gonfalon Bay and north of Druid's Gate. When you see her, remind her that Lady Arabelle still needs the antidote.
I'll go talk to Druid Ravana.
That makes Zaji feel much better. It was good to get out of the manor and do something. All this waiting makes Zaji's ears itch. This one will head back to the manor and make sure Lady Arabelle is taking her tincture.
Surprised. I'm surprised not more people are active in this. I guess Zaji's hanging around the manor more and more. I think after this, I'm gonna do a lot of, what can I do? There's the main story, the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood. I think I want to work on those after this.
Ah, there you are. I hope you've had more success than I, my friend. I thought that I'd be able to replicate an antidote using some of the old recipes in my ancient herbal apothecary. But nothing I've concocted thus far has worked. This poison is proving very resistant to our tried and true elixirs.
Were you mistaken about the ingredients used to make the poison?
That's just it. I identified the various plants, root, stem, and leaf, but they aren't those plants. Not exactly.
I don't understand.
Neither did I, at least not at first. But after careful study, I can see that someone with extensive agricultural knowledge created new and more potent versions of the rare plants used to prepare the poison. Oh, did you discover who sent the wine?
The wine came from Ashcroft's shop, but someone at Garrick's Rest bought it and added the poison.
Garrick's Rest? Strange magic saturates the wildlife around those ruins. If that's the source of the poison, I'll need samples to craft an antidote. Meet me there. I fear we could be dealing with another rogue druid, and a powerful one at that.
Guess I'll meet you at Garrick's Rest then.
We'll need to proceed carefully once we get to Garrick's Rest. If we are dealing with a powerful druid, we won't be able to avoid them for long.
Why do you think a druid is behind this? The courier described a knight under a hooded cloak.
That sounds like the Ascendant Order. But only a skilled druid could alter plants and create this vile poison. We know they worked with the Eldertide Circle before. Maybe they still have some druid allies assisting them.
How long can Lady Arabelle hold on without an antidote?
The tincture I provided will slow the poison's spread, but it won't hold off the inevitable forever. She should be all right for a while longer, but I do recommend we hurry. Once I have a sample of the plants, I know I can craft an antidote.
Oh boy. Alright, to Garrick's Rest. Garrick. Get me to a waste shrine. Garrick's Rest. Closest way shrine is... actually not this one, but I think the route's straighter. I remember this. Wasn't this where we, which thing was it? Isn't this where, nope, it's not coming to mind. Isn't this where we lit the, torch to, rally the druids?
Friend, look. It appears something heavy was dragged up and down this hill recently. A door. That's definitely where whatever made the marks came from.
Dungeons. That ain't good.
Be careful. I don't think we're alone down here.
I'm fine with that.
The Ascendant Order has been hiding here for a while. Lord Bakara was right to be concerned.
Who's calling me? Oh, shoot.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Take a look at that pile of paper. The Ascendant Lord is recruiting disillusioned druids after the events on Galen. Insidious. Still standing. Be proud of that. We're in this together. That's the end of that tale. Those must be the crates the courier delivered. Check the labels. Those were intended for Steadfast Manor. What? Society of the Steadfast Armor. With that, the Ascendant Order could impersonate Steadfast Knights. Look, over on that table. The Ascendant Lord gave clear orders to this druid alchemist. We need to find that garden. Is that a key over there? We didn't expect the Ascendant Order to wither away, but I had no idea its roots ran so deep. And it seems they have crept into our most trusted circles. Someone at Steadfast Manor diverted this armor shipment here. Let's review what we uncovered. We know that the Ascendant Lord allied with factions of the Eldertide and Firesong circles. But to actively promote a sacred druidic prophecy to gain followers to his cause... What about those crates we found? Armor that the Ascendant Order can use to impersonate Steadfast Knights. I know Captain Marguerite by reputation. We must talk to her about the shipments. But first, I still need to gather samples of the plants used to make the poison. And I assume the key we found will grant us access to this alchemical garden. Then I can craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She and Lord Bakara will know how to best handle this situation once she recovers from the poison. That door. See if the key we found will unlock it. A druid alchemist's workshop. Let's look around.
Intruders, here's how we deal with pests in my garden.
Stendarr was with us in that fight.
That's what I was looking for. A sister's cave bloom. But I've never seen one with quite that color before. I'll take a sample. With these, I should be able to craft an antidote. What did you find over there? I gathered enough of the plant to craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She will soon be on her way to a full recovery. Did you find anything interesting in the druid ritual box?
I found this green crystal in the box.
That's a shard of the green. I've never seen an intact one before. Long ago, druids used them to protect sacred locations. The practice withered like leaves on a dying vine, mostly because they were so hard to come by. Hang on to that for now.
What now, Druid Rivana?
Now we do exactly what Lady Arabelle would want us to. We follow the clues. Head to Steadfast Manor. We need to talk to Captain Marguerite. I'll meet you there after I start the preparations for the antidote.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got a call from a friend, or they worked at a job that I recently left. Yeah, won't go into detail about what the call's about.
That will be all, Sentry. But what's this? A druid and Lady Arabelle's assistant.
Forgive the intrusion, Captain. My friend will explain.
What brings a druid and Lady Arabelle's most trusted assistant to Steadfast Manor? I'm afraid Lord Bacaro is still on Galen, leading the relief efforts there. Is there something I can help you with?
I found crates in the shipping label addressed to you in an Ascendant Order stronghold.
Interesting. I was informed that those crates were lost at sea, but I suspected there was more going on than a simple accident. Add to that the minor thefts and intruders my knights keep running off, it seems the Ascendant Order has targeted us.
I also found the Shardstone. Do you recognize it?
You say you found this with the Ascendant Order? That's one of Lord Bacaro's most prized possessions. He usually keeps it down in the cellars with his collection of trinkets from his adventuring days. Those thieves were bolder than I thought.
So you're claiming that the Society of Steadfast has nothing to do with the Ascendant Order?
Claiming? The Society provides aid to those in need. But it's evident that the Ascendant Order stole from us. You're Lady Arabelle's investigator. Would you check the cellars and help me determine how those thieves got past our security?
I'll see if I notice anything out of the ordinary in the cellars.
Take this key. It will open the door to the cellars. Just follow the path to the north toward the dock. If the Ascendant Order is stealing from the Society of the Steadfast, we need to know how and why.
Joy. The plot thickens. Alright, I guess I just gotta look for stuff that, search?
That empty sconce. See the druid symbols carved into it? Check if the shard fits into the socket. Just as I suspected, a hidden door. Let's see what other secrets this manor is hiding.
Well, this is...
A passage leading deeper beneath the manor. Let's see what Lord Bacaro is hiding down here. A druid circle. And an ancient one by the looks of it. I want to get a closer look.
Alright.
I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Powerful spirits often guard locations such as this. Be careful.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh, joy.
Magnificent. I could sense when the battle swung in our favor.
Okay.
These creatures were summoned to protect this place. There's more of them than can just be explained by the natural attraction of the circle. But who could have performed such a summoning?
Do you know where we are, Ravana?
Somewhere beneath Steadfast Manor. But if you're asking what purpose it serves, that's an ancient druid circle. It's a place of power and meditation from long ago. As far as I know, the Stonelore Circle isn't aware this location even exists.
Why would Lord Bacaro keep a place like this a secret?
I'm not sure. But stones as old as these, they hold memories, emotions from ages past. Some believe they can tap into that power, use it for their own purposes. There may be a perfectly benign reason to keep such a place secret.
You don't sound convinced.
More often than not, places such as this are forgotten for a reason. Let's see what else we can learn, and depart this ancient hall as soon as we can.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Down there. Let's get a closer look. Those carvings. Definitely druidic. Oh. Okay. That armor. It looks just like the Ascendant Lord, doesn't it?
Started. Wait.
What's the connection here? Why does the Ascendant Order care about this place? And why does Lord Bacaro have a suit of the Ascendant Lord's armor?
I found a journal written by Lord Bacaro. In it, he admits to being the Ascendant Lord.
What? But Lord Bacaro is a man of peace. Why secretly control the very order of rogue knights that are actively trying to destroy everything he's worked for? I don't understand.
Lord Bacaro wants the Firesong to unite the Druids. He wants the Circles to crown a new Druid king.
So he helped foster the conflicts on Galen, then stepped in to help with the Steadfast after the dust settled. All while making alliances with the victors. But his plans failed. No new Druid king has been crowned.
I also found this genealogy. It indicates that Lord Bacaro is the descendant of the last Druid king.
Let me see that. Could this be accurate? Could Lord Bacaro be a direct descendant of Druid King Kasserine? Oh no. The carvings. I think I know why this place is important to Lord Bacaro. Examine the carvings. I'll explain what I see in them.
I'll examine the carvings. I'm starting to think I was right. That Lord Bacaro was the freaking Ascendant Lord the whole time.
Do you see? That's a stylized rendition of the Ivy Throne, with the Druid King's regalia, the crown, staff, and gauntlet below it. Carved above the throne. That's the heraldry of House Mershad. So, Lord Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, believes he's descended from the last Druid King through his mother's bloodline. He wants to become the Druid King and re-establish the Ivy Throne. That's why he went to Galen. He needs the Druid King's regalia.
What's so important about the Druid King's regalia?
In and of themselves, the regalia have no innate power. They're symbols, nothing more. However, the very fact that the sacred seeds have been regrown into the crown, staff, and gauntlet give credence to the prophecy of the Druid King.
Remind me about this prophecy.
The dream of Kasserine. The Druids of the archipelago have debated its meaning since it was first uttered so long ago. With the regalia, Lord Bacaro can proclaim that the conditions of the prophecy have been met and that he's the new Druid King.
Would the Druids really believe that?
The prophecy holds deep significance for Druids. We've been waiting for its promise to manifest for a long, long time. We have to hurry. I must administer the antidote to Lady Arabelle and warn her of this betrayal. Meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
What about Captain Margaret? Should we tell her what we uncovered?
Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and she seemed unaware of all this. But the same could be said about Lord Bacaro. Until we determine how far this corruption has spread into the Society of the Steadfast, we keep this to ourselves. Lady Arabelle, drink this. It will neutralize the poison. We discovered the source of the poison, and something more. Our friend will tell you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Tell me what you uncovered, dear. Ugh. Couldn't you have added a touch of cinnamon or honey to this, Ravana? No matter. I assume I will be hale and hearty again before long. Now, enough with the suspense. Tell me what you've uncovered, dear.
Lord Bakaro's the Ascendant Lord. He sent the poison wine to you and Duchess Alea.
The poison must have affected my hearing. Did you say Lord Bakaro is the Ascendant Lord? How can that be? He sponsored the peace talks. He started the Society of the Steadfast, which has done nothing but good for the archipelago and the mainland.
I found his journal. He admitted his crimes and claims to be a direct descendant of the Druid King.
Looking at things from this perspective puts the delays and how the Ascendant Order has managed to stay one step ahead of us in a very different light. But why go through all this trouble? What is Lord Bakaro actually planning?
From what we found under Steadfast Manor, we think he wants to be the next Druid King.
I feel better already. Well done, dear Ravana. As for this business about the Druid King, I read the reports from Galen. Some Druids truly believe that the Ivy Throne would be an improvement over the Ruby one. But all this chaos and murder...
What should we do, Lady Arabelle?
We've been hesitant for too long, unsure of where the next attack would come from. Now we know. It's coming from inside our circle. From someone we considered an ally, a friend. Take this, my friend. We'll deal with Bakaro soon enough. I can't in good conscience start the peace talks while the Ascendant Lord, the man I knew as Lord Bakaro, is out there doing who knows what. I'm afraid I need your help again, my friend. We must keep the Druid King's regalia out of Bakaro's hands.
Bakaro already has the gauntlet, but Count Stefan and Druid Laurel have the crown and staff.
Then we must assume that Count Stefan and Druid Laurel are in danger. If Lord Bakaro truly believes he's the heir to the Ivy Throne of the Druids, he'll stop at nothing to get his way. We must go to Galen and defend the remaining regalia.
What do you need me to do?
Druid Ravana and I will get Zaji to sail us to Galen. While we collect the staff from the Stonelore Circle, I want you to go to Count Stefan and protect the Druid King's crown. We'll meet you at Castle Mornard as soon as we can.
I'll head to Vestir and help Count Stefan.
I'll leave Captains Colleen and Suzo to guard the Alliance leaders while we go to Galen. First we protect the Regalia. Then we stop Lord Bacaro, or the Ascendant Lord, or whatever he calls himself. Now, get to Vestir and protect the crown.
How are you feeling, Lady Arabelle? Did the antidote work?
Druid Ravana's elixir has done wonders. I feel stronger already. Still, I was weak from the poison for a long time. I expect my recovery will be slow but persistent. Don't worry, dear. I'll leave the dangerous work to you and Ravana for now.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm still getting more calls from work. Or my old work. How long have I been going for? I've been going for like an hour. I think it's best to I cut the stream here and get this other thing sorted out before it gets too out of hand. Right, Twitch, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, tell your friends. It's been Alloy, signing off.